Days from the opener.
Yeah.
Is that hard to believe?
It really is. This thing goes so fast. I can't believe we've been in training camp for 2.5 weeks. It's kind of like Groundhog Day. You just kind of get up and put on the same pair of shorts and go back to work. But it's coming fast. I feel good about where we're at. You know, we've really done a nice job, I think, as a staff of identifying the issues that have come up, that have popped up, and that could potentially come up down the road when you have a young football team. And that's dealing with the special situations, those little things that come up at the end of ball games or at the end of halves. And I think our staff has coached really well. And to the credit of the kids, they've really responded, and they've locked in when we needed them to lock in. You know, I'm excited for 10 days from now, but I know there's plenty of work for us to do before then.
Have you talked at all to the kids about just this place being remodeled this last season before they blow it up? Does that mean anything at all to these guys?
Not
at all?
yet.
No.
Not yet. We'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
You know, this is about getting to 1-0. You know, and that's been our focus this training camp. We've never been 1-0 here since we've come on board, and the goal of this training camp is to get to 1-0.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of FCS teams that have beaten BCS teams in the last 3 or 4 years.
Sure.
Do you worry about the kids getting cocky and kind of overlooking a team like that at all?
No, they know too many of those guys. You know, they know those guys that played with them, against them in high school. They know they're national champs. They know they're preseason #1 in the country. So we'll play hard.
Throwing Danny into the mix on the line, how much better can that line be this year from the past 2 years?
Well, I was watching it again today. I mean, I was trying to do the math there. That's just about 700 pounds in the middle of our defensive line when Danny and Alameda are next to one another, and it's difficult to run the ball. And then that enables us to do is get Everett on the edge, where he's 275 pounds, setting the edge, and Howley on the other side. That's a pretty good first down defensive line, and so. It's strong, it's tough, it holds the point, and it allows for our backers who are really good athletes to play over the top of things and not get blocked, and you know, because they can take on double teams. It's hard to come off those big guys.
And you kind of talk about having a first down line. I mean, it seems like you have a lot more versatility to do things like that.
Much more. We have so much more depth, you know, and to think that we can substitute and rotate those guys and have a nickel package and bring Shirley on the field and bring, you know, Sione as part of that, do different things is, I know, it's fun for our defensive coaches as well, and the defensive players have embraced it.
How is he progressing, Shirley? Where's he at right now?
He's good. You know, I think we're getting now into his phase of the game. You know, you install things kind of in segments as you move forward, and you know, his specialty is rushing the passer. And now that we're into this, you know, third week, and now we've got in nickel packages, dime packages, bandit packages, all these different things. Those are his babies, you know, that's kind of his stuff. And I've seen him show up more within this last week, maybe more so than I did the first half of training camp.
Is there a